Start here and well, welcome everybody. It's Dr. Hank, and this is going to be an amazing session. You're going to hear about how to really take advantage of the real estate industry and how to get the most money out of it, the most service, the most wealth. But let me just share with you, this week has been an amazing week. On Monday, we helped hundreds of first responders. And that, by the way, is one of our ideal prospects. And you'll hear a little about that right now. But just know we have programs and strategies that nobody else in America has. And we have ways to be able to help you be, do, and have everything that you want in real estate and more. On Tuesday, we meet with our masterminds. That's 12 o'clock Central Time. And I know we have people around the country. So, however the math goes, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. But this mastermind that we had last time talked about where the industry is, where it's going, and where the opportunities are, and then specific programs for it. We even got on the computer and shared the screen on the MLS, how to actually get investors and how to get, we just had one agent get 3 deals last week from that one strategy on investors. There is so much opportunity, and with leases and with new home builders, and like literally we have just been blessed. We've been asking for the answers, and we have the answers. And so that's Tuesday's mastermind. You should attend that, and again, you can get a hold of me to make sure, but I will put it in your schedule Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 12 o'clock. And so Tuesday, if you didn't see that live, that asked me for that. If you're already on my list, I sent it to you, but if you didn't find it or got lost or whatever, that we have that recording. And that one recording from our mastermind on Tuesday, it'll change your real estate business. It'll give you clarity on what you need to do and give you the next step in order to start making money. We have agents that within the last 4 to 6 weeks have $2.5 million worth of business. Now they're agent over $30,000 of commissions. That, it's just been amazing, and it can be amazing for you with this. So Tuesday is the mastermind. Wednesday is for your list. And so it's for your sphere of influence, and it's called Health, Wealth, and Success. And it's to give back to all the people. And I'm a mental scientist, and I have 3 steps that are proven steps to be able to help anybody have the health that they want, the wealth that they want, and the success that they want. And then today is for specific real estate agents. So Tuesday, all real estate professionals. Wednesday for your entire list and you. And then today, just for real estate agents and brokers. And again, we got people across America on. We have agents and brokers that are looking. We have some people that are looking to become an agent, other people that are experienced and saying, hey, how can we do this? And so you're going to literally have the answers on how to be able to do that and to do that easily. And so with that, let me just get my computer going here. And here we go. And so a little background of me. By the way, I would suggest that you take notes. I'm going to share a lot of information, and it's kind of like a buffet. And it's like, hey, what do I want out of this buffet? And so you may want the vegetables, the meat, the potatoes, or the dessert, whatever you want. And I want you to write down all the ahas, like, oh, that might be something I'm interested in, because then I want you to get back to me and I'll help you to understand on how you can do that. So I basically give back. You don't pay me anything. People used to pay me thousands of dollars. Now you don't pay me anything. And I give back for this, and it's just real estate. So hallelujah, happy days for all of us. So basically my background, that I've been in a lot of different industries and consulted for Fortune 100 companies around the world. But in the last 20 years, I've been involved in real estate, and specifically I owned a mortgage company and then a real estate company. I had 420 agents. I've done over $4 billion worth of business, and doing more every day with me and my agents. And so we're into all kinds of things. We're into commercial, residential, luxury, and again, we have these these special programs that nobody that I know of in America has, and you're going to be offered them to here for you today. I also have Age and Wealth Success, and that Age and Wealth Success, I have a national podcast, goes out to over 100,000 people, agents and brokers typically. And I've asked the top agents and brokers, hey, what's your secret to success? They shared with me their secrets. I have those in recording. So like our leads program, we have America's #1 leads program that you're going to be given today. And again, you're not going to pay me anything, and everything, actually everything, if you roll up everything, is under $100 per month. Again, it's not going to me. It's going forward like these lead programs and other resources for you that you otherwise would pay thousands of dollars per month for, that you're going to get it all for under $100. So I found out, and then through my education, and I'm a behavioral psychologist, behavioral mental scientist, and a behavioral psychologist, and then I'm a businessman. I'm probably that more than anything. I'm a wealth maker, and I know how to help people become their greatest possibilities. So not only do I help you in your professional life, but I can help you in your personal life. And I've helped people overcome cancer and done just all kinds of incredible things, because each one of you with your mind have the power to be able to create whatever you want to be, do, and have. But it's all a matter of getting that mind right. And in our subconscious and the kingdom within, we have some beliefs, and it's done to us as we believe, that are buried under there. And I'll help you tap into your subconscious mind too. So this is way more than real estate. This is about you, your life, and getting everything that you want: more money, more happiness, better relationships, better health, etc. So I have been blessed with discovering the secrets on, hey, there's 5 easy steps for you to become wildly successful in real estate. It's all easy. You'll have more time. I'll never ask you to do anything that doesn't feel good to you, and that you really get a charge, if you will, out of it and want to be able to do it. So it's also fun and playful. And I don't know if we'll sing today, but we might sing today. I have a abundant money mindset song that we'll sing. And then afterwards, we'll open it up to any questions that you have. So make sure you take notes, and here you go. Here's the path to your royal path to riches. This is it in real estate. In fact, one of my 13th books is Your Royal Path to Riches, and it actually shows you how to tap into your subconscious mind. I just recently helped somebody, they had a listing, and they needed, they wanted to buy it, and they wanted to make it happen quick, and they got, I gave them a magical sentence, and they went ahead and they got a cash buyer, and so they're going to close in like 2.5 weeks. So just know that you have the power, and I'll show you on how the power to do that is. So notice the 5 steps there, and then you got the pot of gold at the end. And that gold just isn't in money, it's in service and lots of heart. And you'll see all of us that you'll be with the whole team now, America's top team in real estate, to be able to help you. And we just all have heart and are there to be able to help you and serve you and help you build your business and build your wealth. So let's go through briefly first the 5 steps. And the first step, and the most important one, most of my agents from across America say that this really is the step. You get this step right. And so I have America's #1 mindset training. Again, used to charge thousands of dollars for, all included in that. You actually get me personally to be able to coach you, help you with things. I just had one agent who was, a little lost, didn't know what to do, talked to him, and within, 7 minutes, we identified that actually he knows a lot of new home builders, and we have a whole program on new home builders. And by the way, that is one of the areas of growth in this new world that we're in after all these massive changes that have happened. That where are the opportunities? Well, new home builders is one of them. So back to this mindset that I'll help you with your mindset in order to create the things that you want. Most of us think about what we don't want, and I help people to think about what they do want, because whatever you focus your attention on grows. Okay, so that's step 1. Then top agents and brokers would tell me, hey, I got to get my mindset. That was the number one thing they said. But then they said, I need good lead programs. So I have the best lead programs in America. One is a referral program. We have other sub-programs within that, again, depending on what you want to do. Like if you want to help first responders, we have a lead program in order to do that anywhere in America, in any place that you can literally take advantage of all of these opportunities, lead programs that we have. We also, then the third thing they said, and they, by the way, these top agents are typically, making $300,000 or way more than that every year. And they were, however, investing thousands of dollars every month for mindset training and coaching, for lead programs, for different training, and how do I get the best listing presentation, and what's the right contract, and all of that stuff that we have that incorporated in step 3. And basically we cherry pick the top agents, brokers, trainers who know real estate in order to do that training. And then that's where 95% of agents and brokers stopped. They said, hey, you just get mindset, you get lead programs, you get training, you get lots of money. Well, what I would find, I would do 5-year financial plans with my agents when I had 420 agents. And they said, oh, Dr. Hank, I'll do this whole financial plan, but you need to help me grow my commission. So I would with 1, 2, and 3. And I'd come back to them, 9 months later, a year later, and say, hey, how's that, 5-year financial program going? And they go, man, I've made more money than I've ever had. And we have some agents on here right now that have doubled, tripled their business from a year ago before they joined under my umbrella, if you will, and started to participate in the GPS to Success. And these agents would say, yeah, I got way more income. And then I said, well, how's that financial plan going? And they go, oh, not too good. And so they basically said, yeah, I got a bigger, nicer car, more expensive car, I got a bigger home. In other words, they blew all the money. Well, because I'm a wealth maker, I help people in order to create wealth. And so I created step number 4. And basically what that is savings and investment program. Again, it'll give you more wealth, leave you a legacy, and you'll be able to do it just by playing, if you will, real estate agent. And so all you need to do is keep on doing what you've been doing, but I'm going to show you ways in order to grow your commissions, grow your savings and investment. And then the third thing, that as far as your money is concerned, if you will, and your wealth, is that I'm going to show you ways to have passive income. So I have all kinds of ways to have passive income through apartment buildings, through flipping homes, and other ways in order to do it. But really the name of the game when it comes to your wealth and your children's wealth, for those of you that have children, is passive income. And so all of this wealth will be able to be transferred onto them. And so this is really more just about that, your real estate, but it's also about leaving a legacy. There's no capital risk on your part at all, just typically an ego risk. And, people say, hey, I want to do it on my own. I say, hey, I got it for you already, and so basically, and you could do it on your own. You could have your own name, you could do everything that your passion and whatever area. I'm just going to make it a lot easier, a lot more fun, and way more successful for you. So basically, you're going to experience 3 streams of income. And so a lot of people ask me, well, what's your split or whatever? And I said, well, my agents make, 130%, 150%, 250%, some over 1,000%. And they go, Dr. Hank, you might be smart, but you're darn right stupid on this. The commissions are 100%, and the broker takes something, whatever. And so, that's all. And I go, oh, you're in the old way of doing real estate. I have now this whole unique formula that's a patent process of mine. It actually will help you to grow your commissions more than they ever were. So your business is going to grow with all the training and leads program, my mindset and magical sentences and everything that I'll give you. Your wealth will grow. You'll actually have public stock now and investment opportunities that you've never had before, maybe even haven't thought about before. before. And so this is going to really help you. This entire time together is going to help you understand on just all the opportunities that are out there. And then again, it's kind of like a buffet, and you pick out what you like. And you can, if you just want dessert, that's fine. Get you dessert. And then the third one is your passive income is going to grow. And so I have agents that are making like $12,000 a month because we're getting cash flow out of an apartment building. And there are other ways that I'll get into, but really an amazing opportunity to be able to grow your commissions and then build your wealth. So step one, I could literally invest like 2 days on all of this, that my mindset training. I just, in fact, sent out, and if you're interested for, and again, I would take notes on all this, I have a stress assessment to identify what your stress is and how to reduce your stress then. And it's a brand new assessment that we've developed. And typically they're considered, we haven't tested this one per se, but typically they're statistically the world's most accurate and valid diagnostic tools on the face of the earth. And so I can measure your talents and do all kinds of stuff. But right now, if you want a free stress test that otherwise would be about the assessment, it'd be about $300, you can get it for free. And so I basically have a process that, you know, if you're not a $10 million agent, I'll help you become a $10 million agent, that I'll also do way more than that. So if you're doing more than that, my top agent's doing about 160 million a year. And so it's really based on what your imagination is, whatever you can imagine and really feel that you can have it, that you have it now, you will. And again, I'll help you with all that. But I have all kinds of different things. Again, invest a couple of days on this, but this is exclusive under my umbrella. Nobody gets this except for those that are under my umbrella. So I'm going to take you to the mountaintop with no top on it, and it will be fun, I guarantee you. So we also have top exclusive lead programs, and so we have 4 of them. The first 2 is that we have a first responders program. And so basically that's normally police, EMS, fire. We also, that really what has come to the, is the frontline responders also, and the people from the grocery store to whatever. But we have a lock on this first responders. We help them to buy and sell their homes, the American dream. And guess what? They're really good buyers. Like, they kept their job during all of these changes in the world. So they kept their job, they kept their credit, et cetera, because nobody's going to fire a fireman, right? And so it's an amazing opportunity for you to go to, hey, where do I find a niche? Well, this is a niche, and we'll show you the steps in order to get there. We also have a new home builders program, and it's an amazing program. We actually use it with one of our leads program to help new home builders have more exposure. We have all kinds of strategies to be able to get it. I have agents that literally, I actually helped an agent about 8 years ago on this new home building. And so she took me in and said, all right, I'm going to go for it. And for the last 8 years, she has made a very good income, over $300,000 a year. And she has way more time. And all she did is one home builder. And this one home builder, she went in, shared all this good news, and you become irresistible with all these resources that we have where people just aren't going to tell you no. The third and the fourth programs are, we have, the third one is KV Core. And KV Core, typically, you're not going to pay this, but typically will cost $1,000. There's about 40,000 agents in America. They're, by the way, the top agents in America have bought this because they can afford it, if you will. They're the top agents, and they've grown their business now because of it. And it's an exceptional program where it uses social media, where our people, all the people are in social media, and it uses it, and you get to pick your neighborhood, get these exclusive leads back. You're the only one that gets the leads, and you will look like the king or queen, if you will, of your neighborhood, of your market that you're looking for, because one of the determining factors, and again, we have all this knowledge and information on, we have the pulse on the consumer, know what they're looking for. And one of the things is, what is your kind of exposure, if you will, in the social media? Well, this puts you at the cutting edge of it. Normally, it would cost $1,600 a month for, and all of this, everything that I'm sharing with you is just going to be under $100. The fourth program is a referral program. And it's very similar to Buffini's, but it uses a lot of heart. I typically attract people that have lots of heart. And so if you're one of those people, and you are, that you will love this. It is a way to connect with people. I will share with you on specifically how to connect right now with people, how to show your professionalism with the top things in real estate to know and to share with the consumer, your prospects, your clients, and how to get them motivated if they're buyers, how to get them motivated if they're sellers. I mean, literally, we are up to speed to the very moment of where we are in this economy with the environment, where the pulse is of the customer, to be able to help them. Well, this referral program will be with heart, where you'll really be able to connect with people, and you'll be on top of head, top of mind, and top of heart with those people. So that would at least cost, your investment would be at least $3,000 per month. Forget all that, that you just invest $85 per month. So your only investment, so I'd write this one down. How much does all of this cost? You know, for me to be a real estate agent, to come under this umbrella of the GPS to your real estate success? And the answer is $85 per month. That's it. There are no, desk fee, no other anything. Okay, with this. Now, leads and training builds your business. And so just with one of those referral programs, we're going to use KV Core, that I have an agent that just lived, I'm in DFW, and so he's in Frisco, in the DFW market. And in his first month, using just KV Core, just that leads program, not the other three, that he got 50 leads. Out of those 50 leads, he got 10 buyers, got 2 listing presentations, and closed one of those listing presentations. What that means is about 1 out of 5 leads close. You know what the average is? 1 out of 100. And this is one of the reasons why I'm going to save you more time and why you're going to build your business. You're going to have more time to be able to do it. And we'll show you on how to use resources like mortgage people to take those buyer leads and to get them pre-approved to you, so you can actually get leads that are pre-approved. And again, just for everything is just $85 per month, and that's it. Jeff and Amanda Whitesbury. So we have agents that really go out, and they're a married, young married couple, and they said, Dr. Hank, I really don't care about any of your stuff other than we want KV Core, the leads program. They didn't initially. Now they love everything, but initially they were paying $2,000 for Boomtown leads program, and they said we just want to pay for $85 for the best leads program. That's much better than Boomtown, and so last year they did 220 deals. Okay, 10% more, and that's already high volume. They had way more time, and they have way more money, and they have these 3 streams of income now flowing into their experience. So the third one is training and development. And so it's just critical to have the right training. For those of you that are new, you know that when you went through real estate school, they didn't teach you squat about how to be a real estate agent. Okay, they taught you the laws and whatever, but not to how to get to do that. So if you are brand new, we actually have a mentor program, and the first 3 deals, no money up front, and the first 3 deals will help you with an experienced agent, A through Z, how to get deals, what contracts, etc., how to close a deal, pick up the money, if you will, and you'll be able to have that mentor program along with specific training for brand new agents. Now, if you're not a brand new agent, but you want the cutting edge, like what do I now talk about? How do I say this? And how do I position it? How do I have virtual open houses? And how do I have virtual showings? And how do I do it? Well, we have all those answers, and we are the leading edge in technology. So talk about virtual. The world is going virtual, folks, because of all this that happened, and we're already there. We've already been there. So we're light years ahead of anybody else for you to be able to have it. And so we have training and development, and the most and best impact. Just this week, we'll have 50 classes of the best class of up-to-date information on how to do those virtual closings and whatever that you're looking for, that we have it for you. In fact, what we've done is we've put it up on the cloud. And so what you do is you become an avatar, okay? And so I didn't really understand about 5 years ago what an avatar was. I just knew about the movie. But man, I love my avatar now. My avatar has darker hair than I do. My avatar has more hair than I do. My avatar can run faster than I can. So I love my avatar. And what we have up there is we have 12 different departments, 350 people to be able to serve you, to ask you if you have a technology problem, question, that no problem. Software, hardware, they can get into your computer, go to the technology department, go to the transaction department. You got a question about your transaction, that literally everything you want, plus all of this training is up there and it's live. And so you get to actually go up and be able to talk, ask questions in all of this training, all of this best training that there is. So it literally is the largest real estate office in the world, and it's there all for you. Now, you're also going to be, and so point four is, and again, lots of things, right? It's like this, wow, all this, it's this beautiful buffet. It's the biggest, best buffet in real estate, period. I don't know any other place for it. And so, so we've talked about, wow, you get all my real estate mindset, and really that's kind of all you need. But then we give you 4 specific lead programs, and then we have all sub programs underneath there to be able to help you depending on what niche you want to, pursue in that. And then we have savings and investments. And so we have savings and investments in ways that we've never had available to us. And one of the ways is, you're going to have 5 ways to earn stock just by doing what you're doing as a real estate agent, okay? And you're going to own NASDAQ stock. So just to understand what stock is, it basically means we're just going to give you more money than what your commissions are, okay? And so you're going to get more money. It's like, wow, that's cool. And a lot of agents don't understand stock. They think stock goes up and down. Actually, stock goes up and down, keeps on going up higher and higher. And right now, by the way, it's only down, the stock market is down about 11%, and it's still at all-time high from like a year and a half ago. And so it's like, hey, so if you would have stock, well, the first time I became a millionaire was I was with Procter & Gamble. And when I left, didn't pay for any stock, just like you're going to now have. And when I left, then I had millions of dollars worth of stock. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So you're going to be able to get, on your first closing, we're going to give you $200 worth of stock. By the way, I have a couple of agents just within the last few years that are already millionaires just on this stock, just on this point number 4, okay? And again, your commissions are going to grow, and all of this, abundance and prosperity and more time and my mindset. But then you're going to be able to have this real live wealth, if you will. And then again, people ask me, well, what's the split? And so so under the business model that I use, that the split is 80-20. And so you get to keep 80%. It just as a reference point that, for example, Keller Williams is a 70-30, and so you keep 70%. Well, here you get to keep 80%, so you keep more. But remember, you're going to have more commissions, and you're going to have more money here, and investments, and passive income, so you're going to make way more than 100%. But out of that 20%, that we're going to give it back to you. And I'll show you how we do that. But so we don't even keep the 20%. We redistribute the wealth back to you. And so the cap is $16,000 in. So again, if you're not familiar with how that works, that's like Keller Williams, $1,000. So you need to have, so it's about $2.6 million worth of sales. Now, some agents may say, well, I've never even done $2.6 million. Yeah, you've never had mindset, the best mindset in America, the best lead programs, the best training. You haven't had any of that. And so you will see that you will start having more. And when you cap and you do the 2.6 million, that you'll get $400 worth of stock given to you, and it's right into your wealth, built into your wealth. Then you can become an icon agent. fact, we have a couple of agents on the, with us today that are going to become icon agents. And what that is you cap at 2.6 million, and then you do about 20 more deals. And again, you may say, oh, I've never done that much. Well, no, but you will, and you'll see, and I'll give you an example later on how I had an agent just doing 6 deals and now does over $10 million and they get per year, and that's what you want. So we're going to give you $16,000 in stock. And so how much was your cap? 80-20, and up to, you had to pay in 16,000. We're going to give that back to you all the way. So this is just one way to make over 100% of your commission and make it with stock. And by the way, it's one of America's fastest growing stocks. And then we have another way. Again, there's 5 ways. And so when you want to share the good news with other people and share this model, me and my team do all the sharing, if you will. And so we'll do that. You just invite them to me, invite them to like this on Thursdays, and that they'll be able to enjoy $400 in the first closing of that agent when they join under my umbrella here, that they'll be able to have $400 worth of stock. And so you can see why people have become millionaires with this. And I know lots of people, hundreds of agents have, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars just worth of stock just by doing what they've been doing. But it even gets better. It's kind of like a 401k program where you can take up to 5% of your commissions and get a 10% discount. That's like in one day or 1 minute, really, you make 10% on your money. And it's your stock, so you can go and sell it if you want to, whatever. But I wouldn't advise that. Me personally, that it's more than triple of my stock. And so, I ask, hey, if you do have any stock, is it triple the last few years like mine? And probably not. And so here's a way to be able to grow. And again, you won't even miss that 5% commissions. And it's a way to build your wealth. Remember, I'm not here just to build your business, but to build your wealth. So I strongly recommend you do that. But we have more good news. There's more savings and investment under number 4. And again, exclusive under my umbrella, but investor training and funding. So I know America's #1 apartment buyer and seller, and you can get into groups and pay as little as $500 to just start participating in that and understanding on how to do it. I had an agent last year that got us, found an apartment building. We bought it. And when we sold it, we made $2 million, and we give half the profit to the agent that found it. So that agent paid $1 million in 9 months just because she found an apartment. We have another one that it makes about I think it's $12,000 a month, because we make $24,000 cash flow on that every month. Again, this may not be in your radar, but know that these things are available to you. So this is a buffet. This is something, hey, do I want to do that? Then you can do that. You might get interested in flipping residential and commercial. We know how to, we can help you with how to purchase, estimate costs, rehab, the profits on it. And again, if you know, like right now, if you know somebody that needs to sell their house quick, that I have an investor for them anywhere in America that will take a look at that. And if that's at a right price, that investor will do it. A side point, just so you know, prices aren't going to drop much, if any, maybe 2-3%. And we're even seeing some pricing either stay the same or above. So this is not like a regular recession where prices go down. And again, just one of your knowledgeable points so you can be this expert professional, real estate professional that comes in, and when you're talking with people, to share the good news, because you're up to speed to the minute on what's happening with the economy and real estate. Funding, how to use, we have all the funds available. So we have all the money. It's just you find the deals for us, and we'll participate in the profits with you. And then once you start making 25 grand or more a month, then you're going to say, I'm sick and tired of paying all these taxes. And then I have a wealth manager, and she's specific to understanding real estate agents, where we are, what we can write off, some tax elimination, ways to defer it, et cetera. So we have a wealth manager for you. Again, that maybe hasn't ever been in your scope and on your radar, but now you can start thinking big and knowing that big things are coming your way, and I'll help you to make it easy and fun and enjoyable with plenty of time. Now, the fifth one, passive income. And again, we have several different ways for passive income. One of the ways that we have for passive income is we decided to use Gary Keller, Keller's model, Keller from Keller Williams, his model where he said, and in fact, Keller Williams in 20 years got 10,000 agents, the most ever of any real estate company by far. And they did that because he said, I'm going to not only give, have the commissions and training, that I'm going to also give you what they call profit share. So Keller Williams last year spent over $800 million just on brick and mortar. It doesn't include the admin people, copies, et cetera. And they're hurting, by the way, because they have all this overhead right now. Nobody goes to the office, and especially in these times, nobody goes. Well, we've eliminated 95% of the cost of a broker because we're up on the cloud, have been for years, and have developed that and have the most sophisticated technology in the world, literally higher education like Harvard, whatever, in LA, that these higher education use our platform, our company, that part of our company that owns this technology, to have the best training, if you will, on there. Anyways, that what we've done is we said, listen, we're going to go ahead and give all the money back. So out of that 80-20, that 20%, we're going to redistribute all that money. So you can see that your share of 20%, see that 100% at the bottom, we give all the money away. You just have to earn it. So let me share with you a little briefly, and I'll give you some examples. So let's say that you say, oh my goodness, this is the best real estate opportunity I've ever had. And it is, folks, whether or not you want to accept that. And I would ask you to have an open heart and open mind, because I have agents making more money than they've ever did, building their wealth more than ever. And it's just this prime opportunity. And now is the time. And just so you know that, remember, Keller Williams was the fastest growing. Well, that took them 20 years, 10,000. We have 28,000 agents with a couple thousand waiting to get on right now. 28,000, and we're 10 years old. So we've almost tripled the number of agents in half the time. Why? Because this is the best opportunity. I just talked to somebody in Florida. Again, I'm in DFW, and the beautiful thing is that you're going to be able to invite any agents anywhere in the United States, invite them to me, and then I'll share this good news. All it is good news and to bless other people. So you say, hey, I love this, and you invite one of your agent friends, and they say, I love this. And that agent, you'll not only like that agent because you're good friends, but you'll also make 17.5 out of that 20%. You'll make 17.5% on every deal that they have, up to $2,800. So you'll make $2,800 on your friend, and you'll be even better friends, right? And so once you have invited 5 agents, then the magic starts happening, because those 5 agents will each be inviting agents too. And you'll see how this goes, and I'll give you some examples. But on those agents, you'll make up to $3,200. You won't know about the deal. You're not responsible for them. We take care of them. We give them all the mindset, all the real estate training, all the leads program, everything, the technology part. We give them all the stuff. So you don't have to. You can just focus on building your business, and maybe an hour or 2 a week, inviting agents, blessing agents on this amazing opportunity. And so once you have 5 agents, you'll be able to get that money. Well, when they invite agents, and they invite agents, and they invite agents, we do exactly what Keller Williams' model is, except one change. We do revenue off the top, and so we pay at least 20 times more. So I have a Keller Williams agent who makes about $1,500 a month on this passive income. And if they were under our model, they'd be making over $30,000 a month. And so we have lots of agents making that much money and way more. And so can you. And one way, and there's many ways to become independently wealthy under this business model, but one way is to just get 40 agents. So you can see on the seventh tier, which pays the most, $4,000 to those agents, 25% of the 20%, and you get 40 agents, you'll be independently wealthy. So like what I share with people is, hey, just get one broker, invite one broker. And I've recruited the top brokers in America. And so whatever you think that, oh, that broker won't do it, this is the best. In fact, I'm working with a broker right now on an exit strategy for them to be able to exit and have all of this abundance without having to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, at 11 o'clock at night. So other passive, I give you some examples of passive income. So let's say you just refer 6 agents in the next 6 months, let's say. So just one a month, okay? And let's say they're cappers, they're productive agents. And so that would be $16,800. And we wire you into your account every month. So on your first agent, on their first close, so let's say one agent you invite, they have their first close this month, and it's a gross commission of $10,000, okay? You will be wired in next month, $350 just for that one agent on that one closing. Well, you can see how this starts adding up. And what's your cap again is $16,000. Here's another way to make over 100% of your commission. And so like I have agents that say, oh, you know, I'm already making 100% with my broker. And I go, is that all? And so it's just a whole new world. And again, if it's your first time seeing this, you really need to digest this. And I would suggest that you watch this several times. And I have this recording, you can see it again. Now, let's say those 6 agents just invite one agent, again, the next 6 months, whatever, and their cappers, their productive agents, do $2.6 million. Well, now you're making $36,000 a year just for inviting agents to me. And the way you do that is, I know Dr. Hank, he's a guru of real estate, and he helps agents and brokers to increase their business and increase their wealth. And that's what I do better than anybody else that I know in America. And here it is for you. And that's $3,000 a month. What would, on average, $3,000 a month of passive income, and especially in these times, by the way, that it keeps on going, because our agents, because they have all these resources, they're doing more business than they've ever done. And this is a time when supposedly we're not doing any real estate. Okay, so there's plenty of business in right now. And again, you'll see how that plays out as you get more familiar with me and under my umbrella and attend those 3 events each week, etc. Plus, you get shares of stock. And so remember, you get $400 for every agent, 6 agents, you have $2,400 worth of stock. And so it's like, ooh, this is that pot of gold there on the left. Yeah, this is. But we're not here for $3,000 a month. We're here for a lot more. You know, our imagination is actually God's playground, okay? And God loves when we expand our imagination, our thought, our feelings beyond where it's ever been. So why don't we do a 5-year business plan, which I've never been able to do before with any agents because I didn't have all these resources, this business model to do, but we do what's called 10 will get you 10. And basically get 10 productive agents, they cap, okay, that's 28,000. And I'll help you get all 10 of those, okay? You just introduce me to them, you know, text, email, whatever. And I'll share this good news with them. And then those 10 that you get, we'll also help get 10. So if you have 10 agents and each one of them get 10, that would be 100 agents, right? So on your second level, you'd have 100 agents, and if they're all cappers, $3,200. And then actually, you'd be paid on the third level because you have 10 agents, so you'd be paid about $500,000. And I ask you that this is true. And we have lots of agents making this. And again, just all you have to do. I mean, I'm literally part of the #1 ever recruiting team in America in real estate. Out of those 28,000 with Rob, Gene, and myself, that we have about 22,000 of those agents. So we know what we're doing. It's just good news, you know. And if you know anything about money, how money works, how to build wealth, this is the only business model I know in order to build it like this way and with such amount of money. Now, let's do another 5-year financial plan though, because, you know, hey, let's just say you want to mainly just focus on your business, which we want you to. We want you to focus on your business. And so let's say that every agent, like I'm going to give you the most conservative 5-year financial plan I can make under this program, okay? And so let's say that every agent that you invite only does 6 transactions a year. So they don't cap, you don't get that $2,800, okay? And let's say their average sale is $150,000, which is really a joke because the average sale in America is about $300,000, okay? So half of that at just 3%. And you only introduce me to 6 agents a year. In other words, 1 agent every 2 months. And then those agents, they're like, you know, not doing much real estate business. They're sleeping a lot or something. They're not inviting, sharing this good news, not blessing other agents and brokers with it. They're only doing 1 every 4 months, okay? So maybe they're doing a lot of drinking too or something. And so you'd only get paid on 6 levels. You wouldn't even get paid on that 7th level, the largest level. Again, it's a 5-year business plan. And so because you gave me, you know, 6 agents, right, for 5 years, it would just be 30 agents. So that you'd get paid on the 6 levels. Well, your annual income based on these most conservative numbers, that you would make $240,000 passive income every year. And again, I have agents making this and much, much more. So let me give you some examples on how it plays out. So you don't have to do a lot in order to get lots of agents. And so, and you know, understand that every broker is always looking to recruit agents, okay? Well, we all are doing it, but you just send them to me and I do it all for you. And so it's really just the icing on the cake where, man, this is all easy. But, you know, let Dr. Hank bless them and you, in essence, bless them by introducing them to me. But look at Juan and Bettina. They did about 1 a month, got 14 agents the first year. But look at how many agents invited agents. And you can see. And so they had 107 agents in 12 months. Wilco had 117 in 7 months, but only invited 22. That came Jeff and Amanda. That's a couple that said, hey, we're not interested in that. Well, they're really interested in that. They make about $8,000 a month passive income. They have about $200,000 of stock. Juan and Bettina, they have 33,000 shares of stock. And the stock is around $8, $9, let's say $250,000 worth of stock. You have $250,000 sitting someplace, you know, but they do, and all because of this program. And then Brent Goldie's the best, got 24 agents in 2 months, and you can see how he has grown. And then he called me and he said, hey, listen, I'm at 68 agents. I only need 40. I quit. And he basically, you know, does a few lunch and learns every week to share this good news. But he has over 4,000 agents now, and he makes a 6-figure income a month. And so you don't need to do that. You know, just do 1 agent every couple of months and make $250,000 for the rest of your life, 5 years. Whatever you want. Again, it's this wonderful buffet that you get to choose on the abundance you want. Now, some top agents and brokers say, hey, but I want to keep my own name. I want to do my own thing. And we say, great, go do it. In fact, you can keep your name, your reputation. The only thing is that each state requires that you have to do brokered by, and in this case, under the business model that I use, is brokered by eXp Realty. Now, know that under my umbrella, I offer value to all 5 of those points, but eXp, with them, they don't have the mindset training, okay, but they do have the stock that they give you, they do have the revenue share, and And then they have the leads program, the KB Core leads program. They have those three, and then I have all of mine in each one of those five. So it's kind of like your choice on what you want to do. But you know, if you're looking to build, serve more people, to build your wealth, that definitely there's no other solution than this in America. And so you get to keep your own name and reputation. You can do it your own way. We don't have any quotas at all. There aren't any other expenses at all that, you know, again, just $85 per month and that's it. So real estate is evolving, and the question is, are we? And I think this first one is more important than ever now. It, we're all going cloud-based. We're all going virtual. Okay, we're all going, the new buzzword is remote. And so we're already there. So cloud-based with the best training, the most training, and you have my mindset training along with those 50 hours every week. You get to pick and choose on whatever you need in order to help you become the best and get what you want. Exclusive lead programs. And again, that you know, if you look, hey, what kind of programs do I have? I had an agent the other day say to me, oh, you know, I think I'm staying with my broker. And I said, well, how much business have you done? And I said, well, you know, I did one deal in the last like 4 months. So one deal in the last 4 months? How would you like to do one deal, you know, every week? And he said, oh, I like that idea. And so that's what these lead programs and all the training can do. Then public stock. Nobody else offers the public stock. Gary Keller's a great guy and everything. He's a multi-billionaire. You know why? Not because of his monthly income or anything. It's because he owns the stock. Okay. Well, we give away the stock and we give it to you, and you earn it in 5 different ways. And then unparalleled investment in residual passive income. Again, 20 times, at least 20 times more than Keller Williams. We do revenue share along with these other avenues of, you know, investments that you can do with apartment buildings or whatever. So agents just love this, that this Chris Lefebvre, look at his sign, he says, Chris cares. He uses the EXP logo. Again, you don't have to, and the EXP sign, but Chris cares. And by the way, we have a whole marketing department. We have the cutting edge technology to do all the virtual and everything that the remote world now, you know, is requiring. Well, this guy was doing 6 deals a year, okay? Comes over, first year, 26 deals. So would you like to do that? That I have agents, in fact, some that are on today that, you know, have tripled their business. And then in a second year, did $10 million worth of business. And then brokers love this. Terry Hooker's a great guy in Florida. We've got all kinds of agents everywhere. And by the way, you can invite your super broker now. If you're just an agent, that I now pronounce you a super broker. And you say, how can you do that? And it's, well, because see, when I was a broker in Texas, I could only invite agents in Texas. That's it. Now you don't have to be a broker and just an agent, and you can invite any agents, any brokers, anywhere in the United States. In fact, Canada too, and we're expanding internationally now. So I can tell you more about that if you have any interest. But you'll get paid on all of them. Okay, you invite them, they take care of it. We have a broker in every state. You'll be able to get to your broker in 30 seconds. It's one of the departments up on the cloud. And so this poor guy, that Terry, you know, he tried 17 years, had 8 agents, that was it. He said, I'm joining. Within 6 months, he had over 50 agents. Okay, why? Because this is the best thing ever. He eliminated all his overhead and brick and mortar. You don't need brick and mortar. Nobody goes to it. But by the way, we have more offices than anybody. In fact, I'm the largest broker in DFW. Why? I have 27 offices, over 1,000 agents, 27 offices. And so if you go to Regus, REGUS.com, that you have free access into all the Regus offices. And you'll see, you'll have one. We have over, I think it's like 3,200 offices in the US. And so you get free access into there. So if you need to meet clients, my agents use it. They always, before they go to a listing, they find out the closest Regus. And then when the sellers are asking, hey, where's your office? They say, oh, it's just right up the block. And they feel real comfortable and everything. Again, nobody goes to the office. And then, but why he did it, in fact, one of the main reasons why I left my 420 agents and then invited them over, of course, is this provided better support and service to his agents and to my agents. I could never provide this type of support. That, by the way, a broker averages $1,000. They make $1,000 a year per agent on average. So they're not making much money like you might think they are. Better education and leads program, the best education, the best leads programs with everything that I just shared with you, and then you get stock. Nobody else offers stock, and it's NASDAQ stock. I had stock in my brokerage, wasn't worth anything. You get NASDAQ stock, you get revenue share, passive income wired into your account every month, and then no liability. So brokers just absolutely love this. I'm right now talking to 3 different brokers about this opportunity that they're loving, and can't wait to hear more, which the more is here, and I'm sharing this with them in the next couple of weeks. So here's the bottom line. It's an 80-20 split that you pay $16,000 in. Again, that's less than most of the bigger brokers. If you're making 100% right now, you got to ask yourself 100% of what, okay? And the fact is you're going to grow your commissions. After that, you get 100%. That your investment, the Hankers, is free. So everything that I have that people would pay thousands of dollars to me every month for my coaching, for my mindset training, for my magical sense, all that you get all of that free. You can text me, call me, and you'll see I'm more available than your mom. And so the first month, just the first month, is $149. We're going to get you all set up. You're going to have 1,000 business cards. You're going to have a website. You're going to have a CRM. By the way, the CRM that comes with this has artificial intelligence, and it identifies if it's a buyer or a seller, and immediately sends a text and an email on your behalf to that prospect. Just an incredible thing. So you'll have a website, you have all that set up, you'll have all the training, access to everything, the technology department, all these resources that no matter what broker you're with, you can't even come close to having all these resources to help you grow your business, grow your life. After that, it's just $85 per month. That's it, just $85 per month. And no desk fees, nothing. You get Regis for free, all those offices, everything that I talked about. I had an agent the other day say, hey, should I, buy, because we have all kinds of other things, by the way, that I haven't even gotten into. Like we have our own internal communication system that Facebook came to us and said, hey, you guys are rocking. We want to help you use our technology. So we do. And so we have this communication where you can, put your listings out to thousands of agents of us, together in each market. It's just an incredible opportunity. So there's lots more than this, but this gives you a good overview, a good flavor for what we have. Then for every closing, so it's just $85 per month. For every closing, it's just $65. And that's $25 broker review to keep you out of jail, make sure everything's done, all your I's are dotted and T's crossed. And then E&O insurance is just $40 per transaction, and then that caps at $500. And so you'll do more than 13 deals now a year. And so which means you won't even have that E&O insurance after that. But if you want to take a picture of that one, that's kind of like the bottom line as far as nuts and bolts. What is my investment? So minimal investment. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars. You don't need a lot of inventory. You don't need to do any of that stuff, and you get all of us for free. So this is an opportunity to empower you and others, to improve you and your family's life forever, to live your life in a freer, in a richer way, more than any other real estate agent or broker I've ever seen. Have equity and savings for your future and your children's future. Build your passive income forever. It's really the name of the game, folks. I already have 5. I normally travel half the world half the time, and so will you, by the way. And so we obviously, because the world changes, and we had to put that on hold. So we already have 5 trips planned now. And our first trip is in July. But I'm still available. That I still have my good old cell phone. That you need a magical sentence, you need help in something. I can guarantee you this: that you contact me, that I either have the answer or know where to get the answer, and pretty much whether in your real estate business or otherwise. So since we're out there selling homes, we might as well get free lead programs. We might as well get the best training in America. We might as well get public stock and revenue share that pays 20 times more than anybody else. And why I did it most is because this was an opportunity to contribute to the joy and the well-being of others. And so this I give to you as my present to you. Here's the joy and the well-being for you and your family to increase your business and to increase your wealth. So become a super broker today. Again, I can text you 4 easy steps. It takes about 44 minutes. The last agent that joined yesterday said 44 minutes. And we have agents coming on all the time. And because when they see this, they say, oh my gosh, I've never seen, but we do commercial, luxury, residential. If you need more information, go to realestateonsteroids.com. It's also EXP on steroids. Because remember, this isn't just EXP, this is EXP on steroids, and all 5 of these points that we add value under this umbrella. And so your first step would to go, if you want to go see this agreement, everything in writing, is join.exprealty.com. And literally, we can have you in tomorrow. And so to really make a difference for you and your family. The only objections, by the way, that I've ever heard from people is, oh, but I love my broker. And I say, cool, you're going to really love your broker. Once we invite your broker, they join with all their agents, and you become independently wealthy. Or another one is, oh, I just love my agents that I work with. And I go, cool, you'll invite your agents and you'll love them even more because you'll be making money on them. And then I've had some people that just want to continue to fight for their lack of limitations. Say, no, I'm going to just stay put where I am, even though they're not getting what they want. And here's the easy path to get what you want, the path of least resistance. Literally, you've been praying, and this is one of the answers for you to get what you want. And so I'll ask that agent or broker, I'll say, could I speak to your spouse and just show them this? And for those that foolishly say yes, I speak to the spouse. And every time that has happened, the spouse turns to the agent or broker and says, you go do this. So again, if you need a little help, if you want to see it again, you can see it actually at hankwebinar.com. And so that's it, folks. The 5 steps to your real estate GPS to success: mindset, leads improvement, training and development, savings, and passive income. So with that, let's open it up. I know it's been a lot of information and I whipped through it, but you can unmute yourself. And any questions, any comments that you have, thoughts, what did you like best? Hey, Carl, what did you like best? Yeah, can you unmute? Do you see that? I think it's an 11.
There it is. Okay, got it.
Hey, what did you like?
I like it all.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. So, when was EXPI and IPO? You know?
Well, so we didn't do that. What we did is we built from the ground up, and so we have virtually no debt. And that's why we're so financially sound. So for example, Compass came, and they came with an investment group, and they said, hey, we're going to be different with new technology, and everything. Well, they ended up being like every other broker and actually put more agents and brokers in debt because they said, oh, we'll get you an office that you don't need, et cetera. But to answer your applicable question, that we were invited, so you can only get invited to the NASDAQ. You can't just say, oh, I want my company on it. You have to get invited. You have to have pristine financials and show sustainability, longevity for the long run. And so we were invited about 2.5 years ago onto the NASDAQ. And
okay, is that the reason for the sudden rise and then the sudden fall? And was the end of 18. You were at 19, over $19 a share, and then it fell
Yeah,
down
yeah,
to.
yeah. So understand where it actually the path of that. Remember, stock always goes up and down, and so that stock before we went public was under $3. Well, when we went public, it spiked because they knew we were the happening company. It went down, it went up to $18. They took the profit then, and then it settled back down. And now it's at $8, almost $9. So
That's pretty normal for a
yeah,
stock.
yeah, yeah. So it basically has tripled though since like I've been on it. That it was
Right.
a little under $3 and it's tripled. So the first day I saw this, I knew there was magic in this, and I went out and I bought 10,000 shares of stock for my grandchild. Now my grandchild is independently wealthy, but I'm not telling him. He's only 4. Yeah, great question. Great question. Other questions, Carl?
Don't you have anything?
Thoughts? Is that your wife with you?
My girlfriend. This is Nan.
Hey, Dan, how are you? What did you like best?
Well, I do. I do like all too.
She's the smart one.
Good,
Really.
good.
So,
She does her own what? Her own stock or what?
no, she has her own business. She's a massage therapist.
Oh, great, great.
She specializes in medical massage, and yeah, she was working for a chiropractor a few years ago, and I was like, she was the best around. I said, you should have your own business and money in your
Awesome.
own pocket, and
Yeah.
she did it. And
That's great. Well, good for
she
you.
could work. If she wanted to, she could work 7 days a week, and
Man. And she's
and
open
she
for
would fill up
business
her.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
great.
she's trying to find more massage therapists now. So
Yeah, fantastic. Well, congratulations, Dan. That's super. Other questions, comments? What did you guys like best? Ryan, what did you like best?
Oh, I like it all as well. I think the revenue share is the big thing to me.
Yeah,
I think it's really what separates us from every other brokerage is the ability to build your business without the liability of a brokerage.
yeah,
And not only that, until EXP came along, let's say that our really maybe an agent's only option was to become a broker.
yeah,
It's just it was really a model that wasn't really set up for success, and there's a lot of liability that's involved with being a broker, and this takes away all that liability where we can invite agents all over the country and really all over the world and build our business through building what a normal brokerage would do, but we don't have the liability. So I think that's a huge opportunity. And then I also think that the stocks are a big deal because that you can't get that anywhere else, and not at the value that we're offering currently. And what the projections for growth is for EXP is we're at 28,000 agents. The projected growth is somewhere between 300,000 and 1 million. So we're still at the very beginning stages of our development and our growth. And if we kind of like, you've used Keller Williams as a model because we're similar, but we're not at the same time.
yeah.
And if we follow their growth projections as where they were at 20 years and we're now at 10, I just see, I don't know. Do you know how many agents they're at right now?
Well,
Other
they've
than
been
me taking
losing.
most
They've
of
been
their
losing agents, so I think they're around 150,000 agents, and you're right. We're expected to be the top broker in America, and that number 300,000 to 1 million. There's just so everybody understands, there's 2 million agents in the U.S. And so 1 million of them would be about half of the agents would be there again because nobody else pays like this. And then what happened to your business as far as your real estate business? Like the first year that you were under this umbrella, did your business improve at all?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely improved. And I think, again, the key was adding the revenue share in the stocks, having
Yeah.
that passive income, and also a way for my money to grow, because I do the 5%.
Yeah.
And, um,
And you
Carl,
doubled your business from
yeah,
a
and
year
Carl,
ago.
you mentioned the stocks. And I like it when the stock goes down, and I close a deal because I know that I'm going to buy it at a lower price.
All
I,
right. Yeah.
I'm all good with, um, and it's not a quick turnaround game for me. It's a long-term commitment.
I like it that I find the agent and you do the work. I think that's the best part of the whole deal.
That is
I
great.
mean,
Carl, I love that. And yeah, I'm a master at leveraging. So you're right. I have 350 people up there to be able to serve you, and then we're able to again do this.
yeah,
But
and I guess the more the more people buy the stock, hopefully the higher it'll go, and
yeah.
kind of feeds on itself, and there's be some money to be made there for sure.
Yeah.
So do you have any agents in Wichita Falls right now?
I think we have some agents in Wichita Falls, yeah. And so there's a few, but know this, that 98% of the market is open for you to share this
Okay.
news.
All right.
And so you don't have to be, concerned with like, oh, I got in at this at the back end and, it's all consumed. That again, we only have, even though we're the fifth largest broker already, we again, there's almost 2 million agents out there that you can invite, and not just in Wichita Falls, but anywhere in the United States. And when you start thinking about that, you start realizing, wow, I know this relative, or I know this person, over here. It's expanded our world. Like Ryan doubled his business. Now he has stock that he'll be able to have for his kid. He has passive income every month. That the world just changed.
Is this something? Is this something that you would maybe do some cold calling, or does that not really work with this?
Well, cold calling to agents, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, normally you're going to be around agents, and so like I recommend any. And again, it's just sharing the good news. This is all you do is refer them to me. So you're right. I do all the work. You don't have to do squat. That we either have our 350 people up there doing everything as far as the real estate end, and then me doing the mindset, and then also the quote unquote recruiting. But we do it in a loving way. That again, you don't even have to join EXP. You can still enjoy all 5 of these. It's just not as robust as
So it's probably something that where cold calling wouldn't.
Yeah,
Probably wouldn't give you the time of day.
So I can help you with all that. There are ways like on LinkedIn to be able to connect with people, and then invite them to like my mastermind on Tuesday, and just start building those relationships. So, and again, you're going to be closing deals, and you're going to have other agents that say, hey, listen, I'm a member of this master real estate professionals mastermind on Tuesday, and would you like to go? Just because they just need to get exposed to me, what we do. That, I'm not here for all the people like me, but some people that get it, love it. And
Now,
so
I have to be licensed to bring these people to you, these agents to you?
You do, yes.
Okay.
You need to have a real estate license. I just had someone get it in 3 weeks. They went through the education, in 3 weeks. That realistically, you can easily do it in 2 months, whatever. And so it's a pretty simple, easy, and expensive investment for what you're going to get back here. It maybe cost $1,000 for school. Now, see, in school, you'll be making money in school, if you will, because what you want to do is you want to go to a school, not online. You want to go to a school where you meet people. And you're sitting next to them, and you get their contact information and let them know that you got leads, and you have leads for them once we all get their license. Don't introduce them to me yet till they have their license, and then say, hey, remember those leads I took? And you have your license.
How do you generate your leads?
Well, again, it's through KV Core, which is through the social media, and it's a whole separate discussion on how to do that. But my agents typically, it's about an hour to 2 hours a week, and they set up the system so that it goes out to different groups of Facebook, and you can use whatever social media you want. And then throughout the week, you'll just get these exclusive leads that are coming right back to you. Buyer leads, seller leads, whatever. That's just one of the lead programs, but there's other lead programs. Yeah.
I want to share one thing about KV Core, and this is something, Carl, you asked about developing realtor leads, and this is for everyone that's with EXP. But one of the things that I have been doing is if I see a property that I like, maybe in a neighborhood that I want to farm or do business in, is either with buyer's agent, seller, as a seller, what I do is I go, okay, I like that property, that looks good. I call that agent, text them as well, and say, hey, do you mind if I market your property? Of course, they're going to say yes. If they don't, you probably need to pick up the phone and call whoever they're representing and just say, hey, look, these guys aren't wanting to market your property. However, what I do is I make that contact with the realtor, and then I start marketing that property for them. Then it's like a way to build a relationship with the realtor that I may not have known before, and I'm marketing and getting their property out there. And then what I do is invite them to this. I invite them to one of our Zooms or in-person
One of our events.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a great way. In other words, see, we all have these big hearts. So what we're doing is we're saying, going to agents and saying, hey, I'll help you market your property. And you go, man, this is great. Thank you. And we use the #1 marketing system in America in order to do it. And it's KV Core. And that's where the people are, is on the social media, and this is the way to be able to expose their property. So we also use that same strategy with new home builders. So we list we put their homes on there, and the new home builder says, we love you. You market us more than any other agent. We're going to give you all of our leads. We're going to give you all of our, people that come in without agents. We'll even let you work in our office. I mean, literally, when you hear about these programs, you'll see how easy it is to where you'll be able to build, at least a $10 million business in your first year if you just do what I ask you to do. Your question, Carl?
So I'm brand new to real estate. So
yeah. Sure.
So someone is with, let's say, Keller. They're an agent for Keller Williams. They're not leaving Keller Williams, right? They're just using you for leads and marketing. Is that?
Well,
they actually leave.
We'll get into all that later.
Okay.
As you're, yeah. So just to kind of answer that is, Grove's whole teams from Keller Williams are coming over because we pay 20 times more. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. Why did we get into real estate? We got into real estate to serve other people, the American dream, and to earn money. Well, there's no other place to be able to serve more people because we have the top lead programs and everything, and these strategies with new homes and everything, more so than any other team in America. And this is above EXP, okay, that we have. So we have whole teams of Keller Williams joining that most people, when they see this, whatever agency, broker they're with, they say, this is for me. Because why would I not want to get stock where I'm not getting stock? Why would I not want revenue share where I get no passive income with any other broker other than Keller Williams, and this pays 20 times more? Plus, you give us lead programs, plus you give us mindset. The list goes on and on. There's so many reasons to do this that there's really not a reason to not do it. And so, so if you look at a close rate, most agents that hear this, I'm in. And by the way, most agents also have switched brokers many times. We have the highest retention in America on any major broker, and the reason why.
So they would actually leave Keller Williams.
Yeah.
And work for. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's probably.
Yeah, no, it's all
It's a
good.
rookie. I know it's a rookie question. I don't know anything about it. It's not
It's all good. You
area,
can
but
contact me and I'll be happy to answer any
okay.
questions.
All right.
Hey guys, because of time, I thank you all very much.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, drhank@drhank.biz or 214-753-7204. It's written there. You can take a picture of that if you want. And know that, hey, you're all good. Our next event then is Tuesday, and that's at 12 o'clock Central Time. And that's our mastermind group. And if you didn't see this week's mastermind group, ask me for a copy. It's pretty phenomenal. It'll take your real estate business to beyond where it's ever been before. And then I would, again, just schedule 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, that on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, those events. Our next one on Tuesday. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Know that you're all safe. You're all well. This terrible flu it has now ended. And so we can go out and celebrate. If anything, if the government won't let you out, just go out in your mind and celebrate. Know all is well. We made it through and things are getting better. And with that, we like to laugh and have more fun.
We
We like to laugh and have more fun as we increase our income.
As
We
increase our income. Abundant mindset is our new game.
abundant mindset is our game.
And money is our middle name.
And money
Is our middle name.
You can watch our blessings rise
You can watch our
Watch
blessings
our blessing rise.
as God gets us to magnetize.
God gets us magnetized.
Okay, love you guys. You're amazing. Know that all is well and getting better for you.
Thank you, Dr. Hank.
Together. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Yvette. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome. See ya.
See you guys. Well, I love doing this when you're not supposed to. That's fun. Hey, Rick, how are you, man?
Are you